don't know what happened there, man. I hope everybody rejoined. We was having good convo, man. Terrible. Can't go live from there. Yeah, man, we had a good groove going, man. Fucking YouTube, bro. Real talk, I think it was my phone. Can't even blame YouTube. I think I'm gonna probably go live next time from my iPad or from my MacBook. What's good? What's good? What's good? We back, man. I don't know what happened. My bad. My bad. We just having good convo. I gotta download Chrome. Try to get that going on my Mac because I don't want that to happen again. I think that actually happened on my last one too. That was weird. But what's good? What was the last question I was answering? Yeah, I think the best time to put oils in like 2 months. You could use things in the back of your head. You just want to find oils and creams and things like that that's healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? Something that spreads well, not too thick. You don't want to clump your hair up. And it should be good. Apple chip. I gotta do this later. This is crazy. Yes, sir. Everybody got their drink, man. Come on, get your drink back. Get your drink. It's Friday, Junior. We here. We just talking. We got questions, man. We could talk about life. We could talk about hair loss. We could talk about politics. We could talk about PC in the world. Oh, I didn't even take my joint off. That's funny. Nah, chill. gotta leave it right now. It's in the oven, you know what I'm saying? Yo, T Hard, what's good, bro? Yo, that Turkish tea, bro. That Turkish tea, my guy. I'm telling you, bro, that Turkish tea was retarded. I loved every piece of that Turkish tea, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had about 12 cups. Yo, facts. I had about 12 cups. Every time I was there, I just keep refilling it, especially too. Um, it was making me urinate a lot. They had the lines connected to me and everything, so the tea actually helped. It was kind of like, flowing through my system, getting me right. So that was cool. That was cool. But otherwise, man, yeah, let's chop it up, man. Let's talk. Um, what else? What else about Turkey? A lot of people say when they go to Turkey, they feel like. Okay, before I get into that, we got another question. What brand of neck pillow did you use after surgery? Good ass question, and I'm so mad, yo. Icy, Icy. I'm so mad I couldn't see this question before because that's a good question. So many people would have got a good answer. I never used a neck pillow, bro. I don't use neck pillows because it make my neck hurt. But I am in the medical field, so I used you. If you have an animal, you know what I'm saying. You know what a wee pad is. Basically, the pad that they use to urinate on. That's not what I use, but in the hospital we have something that's called like chucks, and basically it's basically the same thing. And I put that over a pillow itself. And when I slept 90 degrees for the first night, that's what I used. I put that over the pillow, and then for the second, no, for like I think you have to do that for about 5 days, and then after that, I slept with the same pad. So I had a bunch of pads. I went through like 3 a day, and I slept with that on my couch. So did I use a neck pillow? No. At first I did when I was like chilling, and I think in one of my early videos, but neck pillow it hurt my neck. It did more damage than it did help. So I stopped using neck pillows. Good question, man. I wish everybody would have heard that, man. That's a good ass question, bro. TR said, yo, yeah, factory, bro. Factory. Hey, bro, the live glitched before you answered my question. What question did you ask? I know I was talking about something. Ashley Tarkin charged me 2,500 USD. Is that decent? Or, okay, no. I did 2,200 with the inclusion of my beard. Without the inclusion of my beard, the transplant is 1,700. Um, but because, you know, a lot of transplants in Turkey, it's like they're taking off right now. A lot of it's like the hot spot right now for anything cosmetic. So you know, a lot of people are going to Turkey. So you know, supply and demand. Uh, they're just gonna raise their prices. As you can see over the last year, here of Istanbul raised their prices like over 5 grand for their minimum. So Ashley Tarkan, I would expect them to do the same, not so fast. Um, but they're like for the people, bro. So you spent 2,500 quoted. That's a good. That's good. That's only $300 off of what I paid. So you're in the clear still. JB says them Turkish gals looking good still. You don't know, bro. But chill, chill, chill. I had I had my woman with me. You know what I'm saying? But we was both looking. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, it's a good vibe over there though, and their nightlife was lit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was kind of zoned out, just ready to get worked on and picked at with my head, but their nightlife was lit. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty nice. We went to Nursret, which is a salt-based restaurant, so that was pretty cool. Um, you think if I say I know you, or I get referred by you, I could get a better deal. Nah, I don't think anyone saying my name will help them. I don't even think if you say my name, it'll help me. But listen, if you do go to Turkey, if anyone's in here right now out of the non-folk, also hit that like button. Um, if anyone in here is going to Turkey, say my name. It might help you. It might help me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But why not? It's in this world that we live in. It's less about what you know and more about who you know. So you never know. They might throw a better deal. They might throw you in like some pieces, maybe some aftercare. I don't know. You know, you never know. Can we get a view of the hair? Come on, bro. John Brew. What's good, bro? Chill. Hold on, man. Hold on. Chill out, man. I got you right now. Icy said thanks, G. Hey, good ass question from before. Still. Um Also, man, was the airport experience crazy? I had a lot of anxiety, wondering if it was tough or awkward when you were going home. Good ass question. Bro, you asking gems right now, bro. Listen, going home, half of the journey is not giving a fuck. I'm gonna be honest, right? Don't care about what nobody gonna think, see of you, and you know, make their face up, bro. None of that matters, bro. Listen to me. What matters is you took a step that you had faith in. You took a step in yourself. You know, you took a leap of faith and you're investing in yourself. You're investing in your happiness, you're investing in your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-image. You're investing in you. So that's the first thing. I want to clarify that first, man. First thing is don't give a fuck what John, Jill, Barry, Tim, Harry gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Because the most they're gonna say is, oh, what happened to that guy's head? But here's the other half. The other half is, like I said, Turkey is booming right now with cosmetics. So you're coming home from the Turkish airport. No one in that airport is going to be looking at you sideways because by the time you get to the airport, your bandages will be off. You're going to look normal. You're just going to look kind of bald head with a little redness, which is not bad, bro. Not bad at all. Be confident that you spend your money. Be confident that you took that decision. When you're getting back from, you know, wherever you're going, like in your country or in your state, yeah, you're gonna have a little anxiety. It comes with it. You get home, you just put your head down. That's why I always say go with someone because they can help keep your mind off things. Having a support system is definitely like top 5 things to have for this procedure, especially if you're going to another place. So if someone could come with you, they could keep your mind off things, talk you up, and you'll be good to go, bro. But listen, take that leap of faith and believe in and just believe in it, man. And fuck what everybody else think. They're gonna talk shit. They're gonna talk shit regardless. If you had an afro, there's gonna be someone like, oh, you know, his afro's not even that long. Or if you had braids, oh, his braids are not even that shiny. You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk, bro. People gonna talk, but live your peace, bro. Live your peace. Chase your happiness, man. Firm believer. Good question though. Good ass question. Shit. When I get to the bottom of the questions, Is payment cash or credit? Good question, bro. When I went there, you can bring cash or credit. If you bring credit, they're gonna charge you extra on your card, and your bank might also charge you for international. So I advise bring cash. You could travel up to $10,000 on you. Um, I think I brought about 2,000 cash, and the extra had to go on my card because I didn't actually expect to get the extras that they had. So I just put the rest on my card. But they do charge you a percentage if you use your card. If it's cash, flat rate. Um, Good question though. Good question. Kids near kids needy. Do they do women transplants in Turkey? Great question, and they do, and they do. Um, that's that's the end of that answer and question. That was a good question, but they do female and male transplants. Just do your research. I would say when you go, just make sure they give you if you're a female, just make sure they can do a soft line. I know women don't want the sharp edge up like us, but they're definitely more than capable of doing it. Good question. All right. Was the beard transplant cheap? I didn't get a beard transplant. I just took hair from here and I put it throughout the middle, through the crown. I didn't actually go in the crown. I'm mad at that. But that was just an extra 500. It was 1,700 without it. So, can you wear a bucket hat? Guy got 80 questions. These are good questions though, bro. Can you wear a bucket hat? Uh, it's not advised. Don't put anything on your head for the first couple of weeks. Okay, college kid. Do you recommend finasteride and have you taken it? Do I recommend it? Yes. To anyone who feels like they need it, to anyone it is recommended by a medical physician. Does it work? Yes. Does it have side effects with everyone? No. Do a rare percentage of people experience side effects? Yes. And do more people experience side effects because they haven't reduced the dosages and titrated it through the human, or not through the human, but through the patient? Yes. A lot of people start off with 1 milligram or 1.5 or 2 milligrams, and maybe you just need to be on 0.5. But that takes time. That's titration of a medication. Sometimes we take 1 milligram and then like, oh man, shit, I feel different. I feel off. I feel this, and but you need to take your time and go through the motions and titrate the medication so it's not as potent. Does it work? Yes. Do I take it? No. I'd rather just do 80 transplants before I do finasteride, but it's like a very far thought. I'm nowhere near yet. If I do anything though, I would do minoxidil. I've done it before and I know what it does and I know it works also. Good question, bro. Ace. I walked on the plane and ain't give a damn on my way back. You heard? I feel you, bro. Hey, yo, shout out, man. Keep your head high, bro. Keep your head high if you're doing this, man, because you're gonna get a lot of sideways looks. But for what? You know what I mean? For what? All right, bro. I'm gonna take it off, man. My man asked me to take the Durag off, so it ain't nothing crazy. I just took a shower, so I just want to lay it down. I came from the gym, worked out. I'm saying, because you got to work out 3-4 times a week. You know what I mean? And that's it. But the hair looking good still. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do another update, but this is just mainly for the questions. Them people be judgy. Factory, bro. Factory on that. JB says, do everyone stay at the specific hotel? No lies, but that hotel is pretty neat. Really look after you. No, I stayed at a different hotel. I stayed at the not the Hilton. I stayed at the Hilton. They put me in it was really nice. Yeah, and I'm sure it's similar to yours because the ones when people go and they put it on their video, like they show their room and stuff, it looked like that hotel. I thought I was going there. They drove past it, but they took me to the Hilton. Yeah. Kids Nardi said, how much was the hotel? Hotel, I don't know why I keep saying Nardi. Nady. Sorry. Kids Nady. It's the drink. Make sure everybody got their drink, man. Get your drink, man. We just talking and shit in here. We talking, having a good time. We asking questions, man. That's it. Kids Nady said, how much was the hotel? Hotel is included in the package they give you. It's the transplant, it's PRP, and it's the hotel. Probably gonna come up somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000. That's the package price around now. They're kind of increasing. That's for Ashley Tarkan. But if you go to any clinic in Turkey, they also kind of have the same package deals, but it may be like the price may vary depending on where you go. Dr. Sinek, Ashley Tarkan, Hair of Istanbul, now Hair Tom, Longevita. It just depends on where you go. The price changes, but the package is fairly similar in all of them. All right. Good question. Good question. He said, oh, $60 a night. That's not bad still. All right. Erica Samantha says, how was your first meal after surgery? Most of us tilt our heads forward when we're eating. Just curious. Okay. Good question. That's a damn good question. I never got that question before. That's a good question. Okay, let me straighten up. Eating afterwards, basically you want to make sure you're not causing any intracranial pressure, right? Meaning extreme movements and blood flow, the extreme movements that will cause increased blood flow to the head, right? So no leaning over, no bending by the waist, right? If something drops on the floor, you have to like squat down or ask someone to pick it up, right? So when you're eating, you don't want to lean over. So that was a really good comment right there. You don't want to lean over. You want to either be straight up eating or you want to have someone assist you with food. This is only probably for the first couple of days because you want the swelling to come down. You want everything to get back to normal. You want to heal properly. And intracranial pressure, the reason you don't want it is because increased intracranial pressure could lead to dislodging of grafts, bro. And we just spent guap. We just spent this real life money for this. So trust me, bro, you don't want your hair to pop out. So make sure you're having someone help you eat. If you're an aggressive eater, you know what I'm saying? Or you got the food right here and you're good to go. Good ass question. Thank you. All right, all right, all right. Where we at? MA says, I just started finasteride at 1.2 milligrams a day. Gonna stick to it for about 6 months to see what can happen before I get a transplant. Hey, congrats to you, man. I hope it works out. My email is goodlifejoe92@gmail.com if you just want to share again what your experience been in a couple of months. And then maybe I could share that with the community and we could just learn, man. I love information. More information is better for the community, for us. You know, I'm just speaking for myself. You know, I've been out of a lot of education, a lot of avenues of education for a large majority of my life. So I just want to make sure I stay educated nowadays, man. That's the food of my soul right now. You feel me? Icy says some people use finasteride after for a few months to prevent shock loss. Wow. And then they hop off of it afterwards. That's very intriguing. That's very intriguing. Sidebar. We got a couple people in here. Make sure you got your drink and make sure you hit that like button, man. We just in here talking. Like this up. Like this up. But listen, that's very intriguing. Yes, I like that. You can take finasteride for a couple of months after. It retains your hair. That's literally what it's doing. Its job is to block DHT and retain hair. That's amazing. I never heard of that. That's why I say I'll be learning on this too. I want to talk. This is fire. That's dope. How much did you pay? My first procedure, 1,500 grafts, 15,000 with Dr. Zerring at Zerring Medical. Second procedure, Ashley Tarkin, 2,200, 3,000 grafts, 1,000 from the beard, 2,000 from the back of my head. At this point in time, I'm at a total of 4,500 grafts. Thank you, NLDLDN. Good name. Okay, where we at? We at Eris Creed says, what's up, bruh? Appreciate the videos. Curious to see how you feel about the density of your donor at this point. Honestly, my donor area was, at first, I'll say this. At first, I was so concerned. I wanted a thick donor. I wanted to make it look so good. I wanted to keep it so. And then at this point, after having 2 transplants, I feel like people who don't have a thick donor area, it's okay. You can get S&P or you can wear a fade. The goal is to get hair on the top. So sometimes, not in all cases, but because we don't all have very thick, dense hair, sometimes the trade-off is you might have thin hair in the back. At this point, I feel like my donor area is okay. And I'll go back and take some more if I wanted. Like, I feel like it has areas where they could have done a better job with grafting, but overall, I'm definitely satisfied, and I'm not afraid to go get some more. You know what I'm saying? Is that the plan? I don't know right now. You feel me? I'm gonna let it grow. I'm gonna let it grow. I mean, but yeah, yeah. That's just the pros and cons. Know your pros and cons. Set your expectations before you book, and know where you stand. That's it. Stand on your own too, and trust your decision. How long was the ride from the airport to the Ashley Tarkan? It was about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Looking hood. What up, King Bong? Appreciate you, bruh. Appreciate you. NLDLDN says, what made you choose that clinic? Because I was thinking about Dr. Cynic. Dr. Cynic is in my top five, bro. Dr. Cynic is in my top five. And if you're a female, I don't no disrespect by saying bro, I just say bro to everybody. That's happened. That's the funny part. That's why I say that. But Dr. Cynic's in my top five. Dr. Cynic, Now Hair, Tom Longevita, Hair of Istanbul, Ashley Tarkan. Those are the five clinics I've like researched, known about, seen people gone to, heard reviews about. Again, not in any order. Those were just five. But Dr. Cynic is great. I chose Ashley Tarkan because they were my second choice behind Hair of Istanbul, and Hair of Istanbul actually told me no. After having had my first procedure with Zerring Medical, Hair of Istanbul told me, nah, they ain't gonna do it. So I went to Ashley Tarkin, and they're like, oh, your donor looks great. Come through. And they work with me, and my donor still looks okay, in my opinion. You feel me? But Dr. Cynic is good too. Good question. Mans is asking great questions out here, bro. I know I'm saying every question is good, B. Yo, these are good ass questions, fam. Make sure you got your drink, yo. Make sure you got your drink. We just in here talking, showing love from Toronto. DW about that. Much love, respect still from Toronto, fams. You done know. All right, King Bong said Floyd watches your channel. Yo, that would be hard, bro. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of people out here talking great positive information. There's actually a couple people who aren't that positive. Not in our community. I mean, like people who've been doing this for like years. But they have great content still. But yeah, if he watches my channel, that would be fire, bro. That'd be fire. But everybody's gonna be who they're gonna be, man. That would be cool if Floyd or Tory Lanez shouted me out. That would be hilarious, bro. I'll make a whole video on that, I promise. If anybody sees that, let me know. Let me know. MA says, I ain't have my drink. My bad. I'm reading this bad because it's ION. I ain't have my drink, but I have my heard you. Light that up. Heard you. Light that split up. And NDO. No, I don't drink. I see you, brother. Floyd Mayweather. I think his came out good. Again, I think he's only at like 7 months. So same thing with Tory Lanez. People look at it and they're like, "Oh, that should look crazy," but we don't know where he at. He could be like 4 months taking like PRP therapy 2 times, like every 2 months. So like we don't know their situation, for real, for real. But yeah, here we go. We got a good question here. I know everything's a good question, bro. All right. Well missed 00 says, I hear after surgery smoking cigarettes and or weed should be stopped because it can increase the chances of new hairs falling out like Tory Lanez. This is a really good point, brother, and I appreciate you for bringing it up. Hope you're still in the chat listening. I hope we're still vibing, man. Smoking causes vasoconstriction. Okay? Smoking causes vasoconstricting. And what more particularly causes that? Vasoconstriction, I'm sorry, just means your blood vessels getting tighter. That can cause decreased blood flow to certain areas. Our scalp has the least amount of blood flow in our body, right? Now that we have all of that information, what causes vasoconstricting in smoking? It's the tobacco, right? It's the tobacco and cigarettes, it's the nicotine, right? When you smoke weed doesn't necessarily cause vasoconstriction. What messes it up? If you smoke, you know Fonto. Fonto is what wraps. Like you wrap the weed, you roll up in Fonto, or you roll up in like Fonto is not even like the full roll up. Like you might have components to your roll. Anyway, the Fonto portion has tobacco. That's what causes the vasoconstriction. If someone bongs weed, or if you have a bowl, if you smoke by any other means, if you drink it, if you do edibles, this doesn't cause vasoconstriction. The vasoconstriction comes from the tobacco inside of, the components, right? So just stay woke. So if you're smoking, that's perfectly fine. Just, try to use less Fonto. Use white paper. But white paper burns fast. I just know this because, I'm a nurse. I see patients come in and out. You know what I mean? You got to know these kind of things so you can speak the jargon. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's legal now in New York too. If anyone's from New York, happy 420, it just passed. But great question, man. That was dope. Floyd Mayweather, yeah, facts. How do you know Floyd watches? That's crazy. I don't know, bro. I didn't say he did. But if he does, that's cool. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. That's what's up, man. Y'all keep doing that, man. Love is love. Malik Newton says, how long do you expect your transplant to last? My man, that's a great question, bro. And yes, every question is a great question because there's no such thing as a bad question. It's supposed to last as long as your hair would have lasted in the horseshoe on the back of your head. Typically, we see people in their 60s, 70s, 80s with the horseshoe on the back of their head, this part, right? Like most times we go bald here, but this part, for some reason on men, stays because it's resistant to DHT, which is typically the reason why we go bald in the pattern we do. DHT is dihydrotestosterone, which is just excess of regular testosterone leading to DHT. DHT creates our beard to grow thick and healthy, but it also makes us bald, right? So basically they take hair from the area that is resistant to DHT and they put it in the front. Basically, you're supposed to have this hair for the rest of your life, in theory. Now again, this is why I keep up with my channel. This is why 10 years from now I might not be talking about this independently, but I'm still going to be talking about it because there's no one out there really talking about it for us, and not enough people talking about it. I would say that much because there's people out there talking about it, and I appreciate them. I appreciate everybody still talking about it. But I don't want to be that person that just gets it done and disappears because we still have a ton of questions. Like after 2 years, is it holding up? After 5 years, so it's just like veneers. It's kind of the same thing. Good question. It should last the rest of your life. You guys are having mad convo with each other. That's what's up. Marcus J. I've heard good reviews about Dr. Deep in America, but his price is no joke. Facts. His price is about $15,000. He's very similar to pricing with Zerring Medical and Dr. Zerring, but Dr. Deep is immaculate. Immaculate. He's great with donor area. Same thing with Dr. Zerring. Damn, man, this drink getting me. Gotta drink more. That's all that mean. But yeah, their prices are amazing. So basically, you gotta save up. You gotta save up, or you gotta take a payment plan. Or if you have the money, that's great. But their prices are amazingly high, amazingly high. So, but they do great work. They do great work. King Bong says this is the only place Floyd can get black info. Hey, bro, there's a lot of people out here doing that. You know what I'm saying? Black hair transplant Turkey, the big dude. He's a nurse. Zay's hair journey. Flip. There's like a whole bunch of new guys. I don't even want to start because I'm gonna miss them. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. I don't know if y'all here or not, but still respect go out to y'all, man. I just want to see more of this content. I just want people to feel comfortable. That's it. Because I'm comfortable. I want people to feel comfortable. Erica, she has another quote. Okay. Would you advise bird bathing if you don't have an extended shower head? So I would say this: after you get the transplant, female or male, you want to do cup washes to the donor area and over the recipient area for the first week or so. The first week and some change, about 10 to 12 days. You can't do a full shower wash until about, somewhere around 10 to 12 days, 10 to 14 days. It all depends on your clinic, but the range is like 10 to 14 days. And then after that, you're good. But if you don't have a shower head, definitely cup washes or bird bathing would be good. That's what I had to do. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't put on no bag on my head. You know what I'm saying? I did cup washes in the sink and I had to take a little bird bath too. I ain't gotta smell good. You know what I'm saying? Good question. Hey, if y'all in here, take a sip of y'all drink. Light the video up. You know what I'm saying? Man, using the Toronto slang, you don't know, fams. Y'all have a lot of family in Toronto. I gotta go and visit them. Anybody from Toronto, man, shout out. Aries Creed says, any tips on comfy button-up shirts to wear? Yeah, man. I would say wear a flannel, bro. Get you a flannel. You know what I'm saying? Flannels are warm. Particularly, I get cold, and the procedure room is frigid. I'm not gonna lie. The procedure room is real cold, so make sure you get like a thick button up. I messed up. I had a thin button up, but I had like a T under it, so I was warm. But they had to like cut my T off, so I wasn't warm no more. But yeah, I would say wear like a flannel, a nice thick button down. You'll be great. Good question. Good question. You know what I'm saying, or if you got a cardigan, you want to wear something like that. That's also cool. Instagram. Okay, this is a name. Instagram Dimps says, I think Tory Lanez is getting those cornrows just weeks after him getting surgery. Heard him. Facts. When he came out with the temperature rising, he had like the cornrow drop down kind of braids. It looked fire. I mean, it was a little spacey, but respect. Like I respect it. He said he was gonna do it and he did it. I respect any person completing and following through what they say. So yeah, but I do think it probably set him back a little bit. But at the same time, we don't know what if he's taking his medication. We don't know if he's taking vitamins. We don't know if he's following up with the doctor. Like we don't. He's probably doing that. He got mad bread, but we don't know his regimen. You know what I'm saying? And then again, I think he only got this part and this part done, and it looked like he was still bald in hair. So when he grows his hair out, all of this is kind of thin, in comparison. But I think he got a second transplant. But you never know with these celebrities; they're not as open, so they got to keep their bag right. But he always has a hat on now, so I want to see his donor area. That's what I really want to see. But every time you see him on IG, he has a hat on, so it's tough. Aries Creed says, real question though, would you advise an in-person consultation with someone local before checking in with Ashley Tarkan or one of the other ones, the top fives in that country? Um, yeah. If you can, like, let's say you're from Turkey, walk in the clinic, get an in-person consult. It's always better. Anything in person is better. Like classrooms online, classrooms in person better. You get a better feel, especially if you have a great teacher versus if you have to teach yourself some content online. That was just an analogy, but yeah, if you're in the states, I would say first go to a local. Like from New York, they have something called Maxim Hair. That's a hair transplant company. I called them just to see what they would say, pick their brain a little bit. And no one really knows this. I only exposed it one time, but I'll talk about it right now. Not exposed it, but only talked about it once. The very first clinic I went to is called Bloxham and Feller. Bloxham and Feller is in Long Island, New York City, and well, not New York City, but New York, Long Island. And they told me I was a terrible candidate. They told me I was gonna have keloids all over my like back of my head and my recipient area. They told me that they didn't want to be responsible for it. They told me it's okay, just get SMP, and that's gonna be the end of it. But they told me I can never get a successful transplant. I say this to say you may get denied or discouraged the first time you go to a clinic, but don't let that set you back, bro. Bro, female, all is the same, but don't let that set you back. Find someone that can talk to you. Find someone who can speak your language, and not language as far as dialect or ethnic background, but language as far as find someone who's up to date with the jargon, who's savvy with ethnic hair and curly hair, if that's the issue. But he told me the most he can get from the back of my head. This is Bloxham and Feller. They told me no, just for anyone who just jumped in. They told me no, and they said they could max get 1,000 grafts from my head, and I'll be a terrible candidate. So a guy just hit me in my email, and we were speaking, and I, gave him a Zoom meeting, and I do that on the side too. But we were talking, and I told him, don't worry about the people who tell you no. Find someone who's going to work with you. If ultimately the answer is no, at least hear no from about 4 or 5 places. Don't let one person tell you no, and that's it. That's what happened to me. And then for 2, 3 years, I had my head down, and I was like upset about it all. But yeah, that's a side story. Anyway, let's get back to these questions. You know what I'm saying? But yes, if you can get an in-person consult, walk into these clinics, pick their brain, get that in-person consult. And doesn't mean you have to do it with that clinic, but you want to educate yourself, as much education as you can. So this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You're never going to get these specific follicles back. So once you use them, you use them. So make sure you educate yourself. And yeah, in person would definitely be awesome. Great question. Javis Robinson said, love your channel. Bro, I find that American doctors reconstruct the hairline fairly well with less grafts. Do you think Turkish doctors are too aggressive sometimes in harvesting grafts? No. Good question, but it's perspective. I don't think that they're bad with harvesting grafts. I think that as a patient, we need to fully understand what's taking place. In yes, and in the states, they are in America. They are great with taking limited amount of grafts and spreading them well. That is true, but in Turkey, that's not their mission. In Turkey or overseas, they're trying to give you a one shot procedure. With that one shot procedure, you're gonna take like 5,000 grafts. You're gonna take a lot of grafts because they don't expect to see you again. You paid $1,000 for airplane ticket. They don't expect you to come back next year. So they're trying to give you as much grafts as you can right now. So they're gonna take 5K, 7K. And if you want to, they'll take more, which I love about them. That's an amazing thing there. It's a two-way street, it's a double-edged sword. But what do you want to have? Hair on the top of your head or patchy hair on the back? It's really up to you. But anyway, I think it's perspective. I think even in Turkey they do hairlines well, but it's just putting the finer hairs that are transplanted in the front of the hairline, but making them more compact, if that makes sense. But you want to take the double and triple grafts and you want to put that behind the hairline so then it gives a natural soft appearance. That's something that Turkish clinics are trying to work on. They're getting a lot better at it. Here of Istanbul and Ashley Tarkan have definitely showed improvement on that as well. But yeah, it's a lot of perspective, a lot of things. John Brewer said, "Thanks, Brody." Yo, facts, bro. What's good? Roxas, yo, I've seen your comments on a lot of videos, bro, from the beginning, like first two videos. Very familiar name. Nope, Dr. Zerring price went up. He quoted me at 26,000 for 1,600 grafts. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. He's famous as fuck. So what I would suggest is if you go to other sites, and a guy on YouTube actually spoke about this. He went to Dr. Zerring's office too. But if you want Zerring to be involved in your procedure, it's going to be higher, right? But if you go to his other sites and work with his other doctors, they all have different prices, and the price varies depends on the state. So if you're in Connecticut, it would be cheaper than if you're in New York or if you're in Cali. So I don't know where you're located, but that's something to look into too. Also, don't let money be the driving factor. If you want to be at Dr. Zerring, go to Dr. Zerring. Cars, houses, like a lot of things cost a lot of money, but we do it because we want to. So this is a one in a lifetime opportunity. If that's where you want to be there, bro. But thanks for the info. That was crazy. Andre B. Like says, how long would it take to grow an afro? That's all dependent on how much hair you transplanted and how much native hair you already have. And yeah, that's it. For myself, I don't think I can grow an afro. Maybe like it's getting thicker. It's a lot thicker now than like my last video and the video before. I don't think it could grow like that because it'll be see-through a little bit, and I don't like the see-through feeling. But when I get to 12, 15 months, if I can, I'm gonna get braids just like Denzel did. Just for the video. I don't even like braids like that, but that would be hard. Frank B says, "Did you say how much you paid? I got in here late." Yeah, no doubt, brother. I paid $15,000 at the first hair transplant clinic. That was Zera Medical. Second one was $2,200. And that was at Ashley Tarkan. First clinic was 1,500 grafts. Second clinic was 3,000 grafts. Good question. Stand back, watch this says, what was the shedding? Was the shedding phase and process hard? It was tough, man. You're looking crazy out here on these streets. You get the hairline, get the hairs going, everything looking good. At 2 weeks, it looked like you get a good projection of what you're gonna look like, kinda at that point, like a real low Caesar version of it. And it's mad good at 2 weeks, and it's somewhere around the month place, you're like, I look crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you got to get a very particular haircut. So, but it only lasts like a couple of weeks. And then you can move into like month 2, 3, and then start looking towards growth. So, but it's tough. But ultimately, you know what you're investing in, and 2, 3 months go by like that. Just hit the gym, chill with your people, and you'll be good. If you want to stay in the crib, you could do that too. But wear your shit proudly, man. You spend money on that. JB said, I hear I hear some guys using minoxidil on the recipient area. Do you think this is a good idea? This is a good idea. I've heard this as well. Will I be doing it? No, because it would still have the same effects as minoxidil. And for myself, at this point in time, I don't want to ingest that into my not ingest, but I don't want it to be absorbed into my system. But it is a good idea, and I've heard it before. Thanks for bringing that up. For anyone watching, man, you guys can try to do that. I've heard doctors say that, so I don't know if it will work. Same way like using minoxidil on your beard. There's no guarantee you will get a beard, but can it work? It can. It's up to you. Good question. Well, good, not question, but information. Kinos909 says, hey, are you on medication like finasteride or minoxidil? Any side effects? Currently, I'm not taking any medication. We 40 minutes in, man. We having a good time. Hey, I ain't say drinking a while. Make sure y'all drinking, man. Make sure y'all drinking. Like this video up, man. We having a good time in here. We just talking, answering questions. And again, y'all can ask me any type of question. It don't got to be related to hair. You feel me? But hell yeah, we having a good one. Happy Friday, Junior. You know the vibes. I am not currently taking any medication. Only thing I take is biotin, liquid biotin drops. I take collagen. Collagen is a building block of your hair, skin, and nails. I take vitamin C, and I use my Good Life drip, and I use my healing butter occasionally at this point. But I use my Good Life drip, and that's it. But yeah, minoxidil and finasteride is great. Anyone who's using it, by all means, keep using it. If it's good for you, I hope it works. You can hit me in the email and express how your, journey has been. I know this kind of stuff is hard to just talk about with like your friends or your family that's not going through it. It's like so far-fetched for them sometimes to understand the idea. Like someone with braids, like your friend with braids, you're like, yo, bro, like I'm going bald. Like this is crazy. He's like, yo, bro, just cut it. Go bald. Like I would go bald. And it's like, shut the hell up. You got braids. You got an afro. You don't know what it's like. I told my nephew that just today. He was like, nah, I would just go bald. I was like, bro. Imagine one of the worst feelings, and this doesn't happen for everybody, but imagine one of the worst feelings you've ever had in life. Take that feeling, multiply it. Let that go on until you realize you're not going to see yourself with hair again. That's the feeling, So I had to tell him that. But he'll know. I'm bald. I went bald. My brother went bald. So if he goes bald, he'll have options. Technology's getting better. But yeah, man, you guys can hit my email if you want to express anything, man. This ain't easy stuff to talk about to the regular person. But yeah, man, we vibing, man. Frank B, do you know anything about transplants in DR? I do not, brother. Take your time. I would say reach out to the clinics. Look up some clinics, reach out to them, email them, get in contact. See how the best question you can ask to a clinic is how long has your surgeon been actively practicing here? And this is anything like if you go to a hospital, you can ask doctors and nurses, like we're people, we have to answer. And if we don't, we can lie to you, but like, why would you do that? I could just look you up, So I don't really know anything about DR, but look it up, take your time and do your research. If you have any clinics, you could shoot me an email, goodlifejoe92@gmail.com. I can help you with some research if you want. We could talk about that. That's also an option. Malik Newton, how long after the procedure did you go back to work? Did your coworkers notice? And were you anxious about being able to hide it? I'm sorry, that's my reading voice. I got my reading voice on right now. My 9 to 5 reading voice. I took 3 weeks off. Both times I got a transplant, I took 3 weeks off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody. I'm trying to heal in the crib. By the time I go back, I already did my first haircut because you can get a haircut at 2 weeks. And haircut meaning the sides and the back, not the front. So my coworkers, the funny thing is my coworker has a husband that's going bald, and he was actually talking to her about like getting a transplant, S&P. At this time, she didn't know anything I was doing. I'm real open now with people, but at the time I was like, I didn't get it done yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get it done. I didn't want to talk to her about it. We're not that close. But anyway, long story short, her husband's going through it, and after I got it done, she came up to me and she's looking at me and she's looking at my head and she's looking like she wants to say something. Mind you, this is like 2-3 weeks where my head was raw. It was red. It still had some bumps on the back. There's hair here. There's no hair like in the spot. Like it looked crazy. Right now I look like a human, but y'all know how it looked in the beginning. So anyway, boom, all that happened. And, You know, she looked like she wanted to say something, but she never did. That was the only person who kind of she noticed, but she's mad nice, so she ain't saying that. But otherwise, yeah. And most times people are not gonna say anything to you. They probably just talk some shit behind your back, but they're not gonna upright be like, yo, what did you do to your head? And if they did, that's a perfect opportunity for you to then talk to somebody because you know how it's like hard to harbor these feelings and emotions and words, and you can't just talk to somebody, but somebody who's inquiring, they're probably inquiring genuinely, not like to try and crack jokes like me in high school. So, you know, but no one noticed, and I wasn't really anxious about hiding it. I spent fucking $20,000, man. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this shit like Jordans right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I hope y'all bumping music because I can't because I'm gonna get copyrighted. So we just drinking, we chilling, man. Like this video up if you just join, man. Love is love. Andre B. Like, what made you get a second hair transplant? Great question, brother. So my first hair transplant was simply through my hairline. I got 1,500 grafts through. You can actually see the delineation of my first transplant to my second because I'm at 7, 8 months now, so it's starting to grow thicker in the background. But you know, I'll be trying to finesse it, you know, with my barbering skills. I haven't cut my hair in a couple of days, like maybe a week. But anyway, so my first transplant was through my hairline in this area. He put a couple grafts through the middle, not a lot though. My second hair transplant was to cover through here to here. So I didn't really put too much in the crown. So if I do ever go back, it would be for that reason. But those are my 2 transplants explained. And I know I was going to continue to bald. So the reason I got it was proactive. I didn't want to wait, see my shit going backwards and then go back. And plus, Turkey, y'all see the prices in Turkey going up. So that's another reason why I might just go and do my crown because I don't want to wait 3 years and then now if I want to get it done in America, it's 40,000, and if I want to get it done in Turkey, it's like 10, 15,000. So this is food for thought, guys. I'm not saying to leap and jump now, but just understand that prices are going up. So you're gonna see a lot of dudes on YouTube talking about, oh, it's 2,200, and when you go, it's gonna be like 3,000, 4,000. So some food for thought. Keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Shit. We got questions going in here. Stand back, watch this. Ashley Talking is now 2,500 from the gate. Damn, see this dude right here said it. And depending on how far you on with your Norwood scale, the prices will scale up to 5,000 now. It's crazy. That's just what they're charging everyone, no matter what. The rate was 1,700. Yes, the rate was 1,700 before. But then they realized they could make more money because a lot of clinics was already doing this. Good point, bro. Good point. Appreciate you for that. Get over there quick, fella. He already said it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, stand back, watch this. Did you get a transplant, bro? Answer that. I see you got mad comments going. I need to know. All right, cool. What we got? All right. Can't really pronounce this. It looks like Subliminal Z says, what are your thoughts on PRP? PRP is great. PRP is just like anything else, though. If you start it, you have to continue. You have to do a certain amount of upkeep. So you probably do it like two times a year or 3 times a year. But it's good. They take your blood, they put in a centrifuge, which is basically a machine that spins so fast that your blood separates from plasma, and like your other cells. And they take the plasma and then they mix it with sometimes stem cells, or they mix it with some sort of like growth hormone. Sometimes they don't. They just leave it as the protein rich plasma, and then they inject it into your scalp, and basically your scalp doesn't get these nutrients often, so it revitalizes the follicles. It gives nutrients to that area, and like I said, the head gets the least amount of circulation in the body. So with all that being said, is PRP dope? It is, but if you do it, you kind of have to continue every now and then. Good ass question. How pumped are you about the Knicks in the motherfucking playoffs? That's how hype I am. You know what I mean? Yo, I don't even... Come on, man. Julius Randle, bro? He's averaging too much points. He's getting mad rebounds. And all respect goes out to my New York Knicks, man. Anyone in here that watch basketball, we could talk that. But that's dope. And they didn't even fall 8th seed. They didn't even fall 8th seed. They in the playoffs for real. You know what I'm saying? And I hope we see them just have good games. I don't even care how far they get. I just want to see good games, bro. I love good games. I play ball for real too. So it's nice watching that. Oh, that was dope, man. I appreciate that. That was Aries Creed. Humber Toast B says, how long after the transplant do you start wearing hats and do-rags? So you want to wait about 3-4 months, really 2 to 4 months. It depends how. It's really all dependent on how fast your hair starts to grow. If at 2 months you have a whole bunch of hair going sporadic, you could lay down on do-rag very lightly. Remember, very lightly. You don't want to constrict the blood flow to the scalp because again, scalp needs everything it can get. But it typically takes about 3 to 4 months for people to start seeing hair growth. So you don't really need a do-rag until then. If you want to wear a hat, that's perfectly fine. I would say wait till about a month to wear a hat. You could wear a hat if you have to, real loose fitting before that, but it's not worth it because you don't want to dislodge grass because you're looking crazy. Fuck what somebody think, you know what I'm saying? Money spent already, you heard? Somebody, oh, your head look crazy. All right, well, my wallet's not because I got this shit done. You feel me? Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? You spent this money, talk your shit. Live your peace, man. Live your peace and chase your happiness. You feel me? Stand back, watch this dog. Tell these boys, them damn shots, man. They paint, yo, them shots is painful. And word, 50 times, bro. Them shots is painful, bro. But I know some people said they pain threshold better than mine, so it wasn't hurting them. How long did you wait to put the oil in transplanted areas? 2 months. 1 month to 2 months. You could wait like 30 days to 60 days. I waited 2 months both times. That's just my regimen. But anywhere between a month to 2 months. You don't want to go too fast. You want to just let the scalp heal with its own natural oils. Fever Great says, how do you make sure they understand your hair type? I would say this much because you're not the first man to go there and you're not the first woman to go there. So me being just of Afro descent, having a C-shaped hair follicle in comparison to Caucasian or Asian or Hispanics have a C shape too, but it's wider. It's like this. Ours is more like this, meaning like this is what it looks like when it's out of the skin, but in the skin it turns. So if they use a punch hole, they have to either use a curved punch hole or a larger bore punch hole machine tool to get the hair follicle out. So they already know. Once they see you, they already know. Also, they ask you to grow your hair out before you go and take a picture. So when you grow your hair out enough, they can see your curl pattern. They can see what your hair is going to look like. So when you go there, they'll take good care of you. And this goes for Turkish clinics. This goes for clinics here in the States. They always ask, and even in UK, they always ask you to grow your hair out first so they can see what it looks like and see how much you're actually missing. And at that point, they'll be good to go. Good question, bro. I never actually got that question before. Kino09 says, how much time we need? Okay, that's the same question. So basically, how much time do we need before we can wear hats and beanies? Beanies, I wouldn't do that until like maybe month 2 or 3. I really didn't put anything on my head. I just let my hair just do its thing. But you could wear a hat around like a month. You could wear it before then, but make sure it's loose fitting. You know what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate the support on the channel, man. Oh, you from France, bro. You know what I mean? Love is love from New York City. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Stand back, watch this. Yup. Yo. Okay. Facts. Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad. I'm reading it. I ain't saying that. Yup. I got one from Ashley Tarkan, bro. I was one of the last people they honored the 1700. They told me that I was gonna get the 2500 and up to the max to 5,000, depending on how bald the guy is. But there's no more 1700. Yeah, Hair of Istanbul is like they're clearing 7,000, 8,000. So they're doing their own thing. Aries Creed, I hope I'm saying that right. Or Eris says, I knew the Lakers messed up when they let Randall go. Terrible development out there in LA. Factory, bro. Because you know what? In LA, he was young. Same thing, him and D'Angelo Russell. I feel like D'Angelo Russell needs to get off the Timberwolves. It's definitely washing his career up because the Timberwolves is shit. They don't got no chemistry over there. But as soon as he left too, he was on the Nets doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But the The Lakers, they have good potential. Like they always pick the right potential, but it's hard to breed five different people. Even like Brandon Ingram, like how you gonna breed five all stars together? You can't breed them together, especially when a lot of them are ball dominant and young. That's the biggest thing. But anyway, good basketball shit, bro. Mike Velli said, not sure. Oh, my bad. The whole thing moved. Not sure if you answered this already, but can you resume Rogaine after the transplant? Yes. So transplant wise, I think a couple of days before the transplant, they tell you to stop the Rogaine. And then after the transplant, I think about 3 to 4 days after, you can begin using Rogaine again. So yeah, yeah, they just want you to stop it for the procedure time. They don't. It's a medication, so you don't want it to interfere with the procedure itself. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Coach Eyes Langston says my Bucks gonna put your Knicks out, player. Yo, honestly, I'm a Heat fan. I'm a Heat fan. Let's clear that up. Dwayne Wade, you know what I mean? That was my guy. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to his knees, you feel me? But he in retirement now. He enjoying that. But yeah, I'm a Heat fan, man. So I was very happy with my Heat for getting so far as they did last year. But we gonna see, man. Bucks is good. We know the Bucks got the regular season, but what the Bucks gonna do when it come to them playoffs? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. They always flop in the playoffs. They got worked off last year. Your Bucks got worked off. Facts. Julius Randle and D Rose, man, they doing their thing. Factory. Man, if we in here having a good time, man, I hope y'all got y'all drink. I ain't just drinking for me. We all supposed to have our drink. And like this up if you just got in here. Hit that like button, but make sure you got your drink. That's more important. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got questions going, bro. It's a nice little Thursday afternoon, just bonding, having good conversation, man. This is cool, bro. This is cool. Forever Great said, can you grow an afro? Are you going to get to a place where you don't think about it as where you get a normal, where you get to normal and nothing. Basically, he's saying, can I grow an afro, and is it gonna get to a place where I don't think about it and worry about it anymore? Yeah, for sure. I'm at a good place right now. Honestly, like I don't even brush my hair no more. I ain't gonna lie. Like this whole week, I had a lot going on this week, so I haven't like durag my hair, durag my hair, brush it, going to work, sleep with a durag. Like I haven't done none of that. So I just wake up, take a shower, clean myself up, brush it twice, and I'm out the door. And I'm not even thinking about my hair because I'm at that place where it's like, oh wow, like I'm more confident in my hair. Granted, I always had the confidence, and I hope everybody, aside from the hair, instill that confidence and self love. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself affirmations, please. But just in confidence of your appearance, of how you want to look. Nah, I'm at a good place, and I don't think about it as much. That's a really good question. That's an emotional question. I appreciate that. We need to get more of those going, you know what I'm saying, in the world, because we don't talk about our emotions enough. But can I grow an afro? I don't know, bro. Like, I kind of want to try, but I don't like the thin, like, I don't want to see my scalp through here and not through the side. And then it's tough. I know other dudes are growing their hair out in their journey. And every now and then I do grow my hair out. It's just that this is my birthday month, so I kind of didn't want to have long hair this month. I want to just when it's come to time for me to go on vacation in 2 weeks. I'm going to Jamaica. I just want to make sure my hair was short. It was already groomed and knowing how to be short. That's one thing too. When you cut your hair from it being long, and this is if you had a transplant or not. Like if your hair is longer and you cut your hair, it's trying to stand up. So I just wanted to train it to be low. So when I go to Jamaica, I'm having good pictures. My lineup is crispy and shit like that. So good question though. Good stuff for sure. DJ says, thoughts about going back to Zerring for a second procedure. I went to him for my first procedure 18 months ago and likely to go back in September for a second procedure. Dr. Zerring is amazing, man. I have nothing bad to say about that clinic except they prices is out the fucking wazoo. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not made out of money, but great results, great experience, and not even in comparison to anyone else. Like just them as a clinic. That's the same way I try to view every situation separately. I don't like comparing things, but yeah, you know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get. You've been there already. You know what you're gonna get. But they don't take a lot of grafts. That's the only thing. But if you don't need a lot, works out. Works out perfectly. Thanks for sharing. Uh, shit, I can't pronounce this one. Traquise Ware. Woo! That shit hard. That's a hard name. Traquise Ware says, does wearing a Durag affect your transplant? If you wear a Durag too soon, yes. If you wear a Durag too soon, this could affect your transplant. Basically, you don't want to put too much constriction, one, on your grafts, and two, you don't want to put constriction on your head because your head doesn't get a lot of blood flow. You want to have the best amount of, like, some people do headstands and handstands to increase blood flow to the head. This is a real thing, and this is actually something to do to prevent balding. Now, don't, if you got a transplant, do this around like maybe 1 month, 2 months, like after you go shedding and all of that, then you can start incorporating headstands and stuff. I don't do that, but I know it is, like, logically it makes sense, and also you go on YouTube and you see people doing it, like, it's real. But that was a good one. FCB516 says, have you heard of Hair Restoration Specialist of Atlanta? Yeah, HRS. I've heard good things, I've heard some bad things, but then again, I've heard good and bad things about every clinic. So, do your research. They have some good results. They have a commercial that runs all the time when I watch any video on YouTube with this black guy sitting in a chair in like some dim light and shit. But his transplant looks good too. And I've looked into them. They look good. They look good. So if you're interested, do your research. Look in. Javante Brown says, so I'm assuming your first transplant wasn't as good as the one in Turkey. False. My first transplant was amazing. The reason I went to Turkey is because I wanted to use my facial hair. I wanted to use the hair under my beard to put it in my crown and through the middle. But Dr. Zerring doesn't like working with facial hair because it's technically pubic hair. So he says it looks different, but because I'm Afro-centric and my hair type is similar to my beard and my scalp, I was confident that he could do it, but he told me no, so I found a clinic that could. And at Ashley Tarkin, they said they could do it for me. That's the reason I didn't go back to him. It wasn't the money. It wasn't that it wasn't good. It was great. Hairline looks solid, but that's what I wanted, and he said he didn't want to do that. So respect. He's a grown man. I'm a grown man, so I had to find someone who could do it for me. Rob says, at what age did you start noticing hair loss? I started going, ooh, good ass. Yo, man, I'm going to take a sip to that. Yo, Rob, good ass question, bro. I started losing my hair at about 17. Yeah, 17. Because even in my prom pictures, right here was thin. But I was young, man. I used to S curl my hair. I used to use female perm. Like, I don't know why I wanted my shit so silky. My waves was spinning. In my head they was, but in reality I had some waves and I was just doing too much. I ain't gonna lie. And I think that it contributed to the natural balding progression I was already gonna have. And then I started using Rogaine. I didn't ask anyone. I just, like, one day I was like, oh, I'm gonna just start using Rogaine. So I picked up the Rogaine bottle, started using that. And eventually it just led me down the path I went down. But yeah, I started losing my hair at 17, bro. Good question, man. That's tough. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, y'all answering each other. That's fire, man. Y'all talk to each other, man. That's dope. Forever Great says, why do you have to keep using Rogaine after your hair transplant? So if you're using Rogaine before your hair transplant, you're already retaining hair that should have fallen out, right? You're already retaining and regrowing hair that shouldn't be there technically. I stopped using Rogaine in knowing I wanted to get a hair transplant because I didn't want to have to use Rogaine anymore. There's two routes to go about it, right? And this is why I always say, educate yourself, do your research. If you're using Rogaine now and you're okay using Rogaine, continue to use Rogaine. You know what I'm saying? After you get a hair transplant, get back on your Rogaine, you straight. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to stop using Rogaine because you don't want to continue to use it twice a day, that's another avenue, right? But you have to fully stop and give it about 6, 7, 8 months to fully come out of your system. Then you want to give it another couple months. Probably, I think 8 months is okay. You want to let it come out of your system, and then your hair has to fall out. That hair has to go. Hair has to go. You was keeping this little baby hair growing. That's gonna disappear now. I was doing the same thing. I had a whole hairline. As soon as I stopped using my Rogaine, all of that shit went. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But that's the secondary avenue, right? So stop using your Rogaine. Know you're gonna get a transplant in X amount of time, and now you can see how much grafts you really need in comparison to what you thought you needed with minoxidil. But you can still use your minoxidil. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You can use it before and after. You're good. Just perspectives, really. It's just perspectives. You know what I'm saying? We talking in here. I bet. Do durags and bonnets help fight hair loss, or is it just for looks? I'm actually gonna start selling durags and bonnets. Appreciate you for bringing that up. Um, Silk is amazing for the hair. A lot of our sheets and bedding and pillowcases is not silk. It's probably a cotton blend, and cotton pulls on your hair, whether it's your beard or your hair, your eyebrows, everything. That's why when we wake up, everything looks so flustered. But if you get silk bedding, or if you wear a silk durag, you know, or if you have silk pillowcases, I always say get silk pillowcases. Um, that helps hair retention because it doesn't tug and pull on the hair when you're sleeping. So does it help retain hair? Yeah, to an extent. There's something you can do in every avenue of thought. But don't do it too early. I would say wait until you're at 5, 6, 7 months. When you start seeing hair growth, then you could use your do rag. But yes, it definitely does help with hair retention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got 47. Hey man, drink up. Everybody who just jumped in, you gotta get your drink, man. You gotta get your drink. Drink up. We drinking and we talking in here. And if you just jumped in, man, like this up. Like this up. We got questions going. Mike says, when you traveled back from Turkey to the US, did you cover your hair at all? No, my hair was wide open to the air. Man, it was a crazy experience, man, to say the least. The back of my head was open. It was tender. It was so fresh. I had everything looked like dots. I heal really fast, so um everything, it just looked like dots, like black scabs. So no, I had nothing to cover my head. I actually asked them, hey, can I wear a hairnet or a bonnet or something? And they told me no, don't put anything on the head. And when you think about it, you're investing in yourself. You're spending this money. You don't want to risk it because you're nervous of how people think you look. Fuck them. Fuck what people think. Fuck what they think they looking at. If somebody say something, show them the receipt. Like, oh yeah, I spent this money. How much you spent today? You know what I'm saying? Talk your shit. Live your peace. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, coming back, I didn't have anything on the head. I had my family with me, so they helped take my mind off things and help ease my mind and my anxiety. So support system is definitely big. Travel with somebody if you can. Um, my friend had to keep his head out of the sun for a while. How was that experience for you? Yeah, try to keep your head out of the sun for the first 4 months, 3, 4 months. You don't want the transplanted area to be in direct sunlight for over 10 minutes. They say it's bad for the transplant. Direct sunlight for an extended period of time is no good. After you hit month 6 and stuff, you can start going in direct sunlight. I actually love direct sunlight now too, because it actually darkens up the donor area naturally. So every time I travel, I just lay on my stomach and, tan out near the pool, my girl swimming or whatever, and I just tan out. And that helps the donor area really nicely. So that's also some food for thought. I ain't never shared that tip before. All right, what else we got? That was a good one. That was Aries Creed. Oh, y'all talking to each other. I appreciate that. Thomas Harris says, I'm thinking about going to Scalp Logic for S&P. Okay. Up until next year, then go to Turkey. Okay. Got to be out to sleep for that pain. Oh, no. So the lidocaine, you could go to sleep. They have options. I think they put you to sleep for 5 minutes and then you wake up and then you're in the transplant procedure already. For me, I don't want to go to sleep. I'll take the pain. That's scary as fuck. Don't put me to no type of sleep, bro. I'm up. I'm looking at you. I'm watching what tools you using. Don't play with me. Cause you know what I'm saying? That's the thing too. When you think about other countries and you think about some people who have had botched jobs, you're like, man, I hope this clinic is not some under the table clinic. So that was something that was going through my mind too. So I definitely didn't want to go to sleep. But if you want to have that option, it is a good option. I've heard one of my clients, I actually cut his hair. I think he actually had that option to go to sleep. So Oh, also, if anyone's in the New York tri-state area, hit me up if you want a haircut. I know sometimes it could be weird going into that, barbershop after this transplant. So, you know what I'm saying? I travel to your crib and I take care of everything. I bring lighting, I bring the clippers, I bring everything. So, hit me up if you need that service at goodlifejoe92gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get back to these questions. Javante says, thank you for clarifying. All right. Perfect. Oh, we got questions. This should just keep uploading. All right, Icy. You shouldn't put anything on your head after surgery for at least 2 weeks. Oh yeah, he answering y'all question. Perfect, son. That's what I'm talking about. Don't put nothing on your head. Hey, take a sip. Don't put nothing on your head. You spent all that money. You don't want to risk that money. Stand back, watch this. What's good, brother? Did you get more women with a hair transplant or without? There we go. Let's get to the questions, man. Let's ask the real questions, man. Do you get more women? Okay, what's the rest of it? Or do you feel more confident approaching women with or without hair? Man, he talking. Oh, he or she, I don't know. It's probably a nigga. But okay. Let's say this. I've been told that with my hair now, I have a different aura. When I was I'm confident either way. Had to be. From New York, competition, left, right, center. You got the Spanish dudes with the baby hairs on their eyebrows. You got the Caribbean dudes with the dreads, and come on, competition everywhere, right? You got the 6'2" ball players with light eyes. You got to talk your talk. You got to move with confidence. So right now, I'm in a place in my life where I let energy come to me, and I'm working hard for my tomorrow, and I love myself, and I'm working on loving myself every day. So things come to me now, right? Like energy, I'm trying to polarize things to come to me, right? That's the energy I'm putting out. My friend actually told me, she is a girl, she told me, you now versus you when you were bald. She told me when I was bald, the energy I had it's like I was exuding this forceful, I'm the shit energy. And I'm like, I feel like I'm who I am regardless of anything. But I would say at this point of with having hair, I'm looking at the man that I knew majority of my life. Like I grew up with hair, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at someone I know versus someone I had to learn to know, someone I had to learn to be, someone I had to adjust into existence. You know what I'm saying? Granted, throughout the whole time, yes, there were periods of up and down with confidence. You have to learn yourself, but that's a tough question. I got girls without hair. I get girls now. It's harder because I kind of got a girlfriend now, so I'm not out in the street wilding like when I was bald. But I feel like I would say this. I feel like I would move more comfortably now because this is the me I've always seen. So I guess my energy is not very aggressive versus before. Even if I'm not talking in a room, like it looked like I'm like on some I'm the shit exuding energy, and I'm not being cocky or nothing. I'm just saying this is what my friend told me. You know what I mean? But ultimately, it's about self-love. You know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself first. Once you put yourself first, focusing on self-love and give yourself affirmations, you're going to put out the energy to get the girls. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put out the energy to receive that energy in return. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a good question. These are questions we need to be asking. You heard? Come through. Who that? Yeah. Oh, you got sandwiches?
Who is this?
Oh, that was Craig's. He's you slapping that shit?
No.
Oh, you're not gonna eat it?
I will.
Okay. You can sit down. You can chill. It's my nephew and shit. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's a good question though, for real. All right, so we're gonna answer a few more questions. We had 73 minutes, man, and y'all rocking with me. And take a drink. And anyone who just joined in, like the video up, man. How much did it cost? PJ. The price was $15,000 at the first clinic, Zerring Medical, and $2,200 at the second clinic at Ashley Tarkant. At this point, I'm at a total of 4,500 grafts. All right, what we got here? Let's go to the bottom, man, because I'll be missing questions. Facts. Keep it 100 AP. You know what I'm saying? MA's factory. One King says, do you think this was the best investment? Yo, come on. We asking questions now. Come on, get off that transplant shit. Let's talk about the emotions, man. Let's talk about the men emotions that people tell us we can't talk about. We gotta be all strong and fucking supportive all the time. Nah, son, we emotional too. Do you think this was the best investment you ever made? I ain't gonna lie, I made a couple good investments. I ain't gonna lie, my soundbar go crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's a good investment. You know what I mean? But now on a real note, bro, yes. Yes. One of the best investments I've ever made. I don't even look back and think about that money and what I could have done. I could have bought a car. I could have invested in fucking in what's that coin? What's that coin that went crazy like 2 weeks, like 3 weeks ago? Bitcoin? Yeah, it ain't Bitcoin though. You guys know. That coin stock, Coinbase stock that just went crazy the other day. I think it starts with a G. But people made a ton of money off that. Like I could have put money in a whole bunch of investments. I could have bought vending machines and put them up near college. I could have done a lot of stuff with that $20,000. I spent about $25,000 because New York clinic is crazy. But I don't think about that, man. I think about ultimately it is one of the best. Dogecoin. There we go. Come on. I said G, but it's D. Come on. There we go. Justice, Mike, Earl, AP. You know what I'm saying? Stand back. Right? Come on. We talking here. We talking. Facts, but it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Fuck the investments. I'm living for today. I'm living for me. We could go out there and buy a Hellcat, 100 grand. We could go out there, buy a BMW, buy an Infiniti, buy your wife a Benz. Whatever the case is, we spend this money regardless, and we don't blink, right? But something we walk with on our head every day. And I'm not saying just jump and go to the clinic that showing the most on YouTube. Nah, take your time, do your research. You know what I'm saying? And know where you want to be and trust in that clinic. But for sure, bro. It definitely was one of the best decisions I've ever done in my life. Like, I don't even got to think about that. Bro, did you cry when your hairline and your hair for real came back and you knew it was back and you knew you was back in the game? Man, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I ain't cry. I cried when I passed my NCLEX, my state board nursing exam, because I failed it 3 times. I'm gonna make a video on that coming up, but I failed it 3 times and I finally passed on that 4th time as a registered nurse. I failed 3 times as an LPN. But anyway, that was the one time I cried on some crazy like happiness shit. But if I could cry from this, bro, guarantee you I would, man. I think I'm gonna cry, man. Yo, facts, bro. Hey, man, get in this. Yo, you really eating dude's sandwich, bro. Yeah. Yo.
That one wasn't that ill.
This nigga's a savage, yo. Nah, but facts, man. One of the best decisions I ever made, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
What is this?
Y'all look into it. If you wanna do it for real. It's one of the best things you could do. It doesn't work for everybody, but make sure you go into a person or a clinic who you think has your best interest in mind and ain't out for the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like that and that. Ooh, I would say this point. I hope everybody caught that. Ashley Tarkan was, when everybody was charging crazy money, because Hair Vistamol been charging crazy money for 2 years. And they were always higher than Ashley Tarkan. But Ashley Tarkan never gave a fuck about the money. They were never overcharging people. And for me, I was like, okay, something's up here. A lot of people are going, and they not overcharging people crazy. That mean they getting it done though. You know what I'm saying? They worried like when I went there, she was like, yo, let me take 8,000. She didn't say that. She said, let me take 6,000 from the back of your head. And I was like, yeah, that's not even possible. You know what I'm saying? But my consult really wanted me, huh?
Yeah, you use them to drink.
Okay, fix the lighting though. You want some? Get some of this? This is sorrow low.
Oh, no.
I put Henny in it. Shit lit. But yeah. They're gonna try to get the best result for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I appreciate it about them. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't care. It's for the low. The Rainmaker says females don't care about your feelings, bro. Don't care, man. Man the fuck up. That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to man up. Man, supposed to man. And the funny thing is, girls be like, "Oh, I don't care if you don't got hair. It don't matter." You know how much vanity this world really has. And I don't think anyone here is doing it for vanity. I'm not doing it for vanity. I'm doing it for self-love. And there may be the slipperiest slope between the two. I don't give a fuck. I think everybody in here, self-love. I think I did it, self-love. You know what I'm saying? I did it for me. I don't care what nobody else think. But women be trying to front, right? Like women would be like, oh nah, if he got money or you know what I'm saying, whatever, if he's tall, nah, bro. Nah, I guarantee you, you better be these. And the funny thing is, baldies never come out like Morris Chestnut and shit. The Rock. How the hell these niggas get their head so bald? I was bald, bro. My head was never that clean. I had some stubble on the side. I used the thing that goes like this. I used the straight razor. It's never like that. Because they show us the falsified realities. They using makeup and all that shit. Come on, bro. So when we pull up on a girl, you know, we a regular 5'9", you know what I'm saying?
Ow.
Solid brolic, little, you know what I mean? We ain't got no hair, but we got the beard grown out. It hit different. It hit different. But you know, regardless, there's girls that love that. Ultimately, love yourself and you know, love will come to you. Polarize what you want. That's it. Oh. King Mackey Jr. TV. I just got mine Monday.
Hey.
Hey, anyone joining right now, make sure you got your drink. Take a sip. Yeah, we talking for mad long, bro. Friday Junior out here. We 80 minutes in. Take your drink. Hey, when I get to the bottom of this, we done. I ain't gonna lie, but I gotta. It's been 80 minutes, so I gotta get to the bottom sooner. We're gonna do some more questions, but congrats, man. Okay, somebody putting Kishu coin in here. I think they want us to invest in that. Somebody look it up. Yo, look it up and let me know if that shit is hard. I got $5 on it. Stay hydrated, my boys. Yo, facts, bro. Stay hydrated, man. Weekend is around the corner. PJ says, I want to go before the prices start changing. Brother, man, prices already changing. If you just joined the chat, make sure you got your drink. Like this video up. Prices is going up out here. Prices getting out the woozah out here, man. Sting Pack said here, Istanbul quoted me at 6,800. Ashley Tarkin charged me 2,500. 3 days post-op. You dig? I see you with the arm emoji. I see you, bro. PJ says, they just told me to get ready to cry trying to be a registered nurse. Yo, facts, bro. They say the older nurses eat their young. That ain't no joke. They don't give a fuck about you. But you a man. Oh, I don't know if you a man. If you are a man, they like to utilize us. We flip patients. We're manly, so we calm situations down. So you'll have a good experience even in nursing school, and then if you work out, you know, being a nurse in the field too. Congratulations, man, if you take that path, man. The Rainmaker, does anyone look at the benefits of collagen? Yeah, bro. I don't know if you just joined. I take collagen. I try to take it on a daily basis. I ain't gonna lie, I be forgetting to take my supplements. But collagen is a building block of hair, skin, and nails. And you want to take like a male collagen complex. There's a hella amount of different types of collagen complex. But I would say most times when you take a collagen, whether it's in a powder or pill form, they try to do like 2 or 3 collagen blends together, like a 1-2-5 or a 2-4-6. You could look up your collagen and differentiate which one you want, and then pick a collagen brand that has those numbers that you want, or you could wing it. Because regardless, you wasn't taking collagen yesterday, so if you start taking collagen tomorrow, it's gonna be good for you, man. Just make sure you get a male collagen complex. But that's good, bro. Appreciate that still. Hey, we talking here, man. That's fire. Yeah, see, my nephew, he got the braids right now. Price is already going up, my guy. Mike says, did you get a direct flight from New York to Turkey? Yes, I went mid-COVID and I was not trying to do no layovers, bro. Also, I don't like layovers, bro. So my ticket was $1,000 from New York to Turkey. Crazy bread, but 10-hour flight there, 10-hour flight back. Ain't have to stop, give no extra ticket. My luggage ain't have to switch planes. I wasn't trying to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? I was trying to get into Turkey, out of Turkey. Straight flight. Facts. All right. Justice Brown says, did you consider getting a hair unit over the hair transplant? You know what's funny? My brother actually talked to me about this. And he actually has a YouTube channel too. His YouTube channel is Jeffrey K86. He is a car enthusiast, particularly Japanese domestic cars. He has a 86. It's wide bodied, shit is nasty, and he talks about a lot of car stuff on his channel. Go check that out, Jeffrey K86. If you're interested in cars and stuff. But side note, I was talking to my bro. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do a hair unit." And I was like, "Yo, chill, bro." So we from New York. A lot of things is like we quick judge on things. Would I have done a hair unit? No, I would have rather just because that's an upkeep that's not real for me. And I don't like that. That's the part I don't like. Not the hair unit itself. I think that's a fire business. I think anyone who does it, they're mean with the concealing because I think my coworker does it low key, but it looked good. I never see him without a shape up, so it's crazy. You know what I mean? But hair units are cool. Hair units are cool for what it does, but I don't. I prefer the permanence of something. Hair units doesn't have that effect. Hair units, you have to upkeep it. It was almost like taking minoxidil, but minoxidil is tangibly yours. A hair unit, you have to change once a month or every 6 weeks. I did look into it, but no, I didn't. I would rather get a hair transplant. Good ass question. That's a good ass question. That was the first time I ever got that one. All right. Manual Blue says it's crazy because I thought I was crazy for wanting to get a transplant, but now I feel better because it's a lot of black men getting it. Factory, my guy. Factory, you looking at it right here, man. You'll get it done, live your peace, chase your happiness, and fuck everyone else who think you crazy, man. But just make sure you go to the right clinic so you don't end up looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Take your time. Hit me up. goodlifejoe92@gmail.com if you need to talk. I know it's a hard thing to talk about with just general people. And we could bounce ideas off each other or whatever. I also do personal consults on the side if you're interested in that. We could just have like a Zoom meeting, talk one-on-one. And yeah. Earl says, got my second hair transplant February 10th. What did you notice? More coverage on your hair? Feels good to have a frame of my face. Factory, bro. That's the biggest thing, man. Going bald. It's like from hair to hair was your forehead. And that was the most deadly feeling out of not having any more hair. It wasn't even I'm bald. It was more so this is my whole forehead. And upkeeping the baldness is every 2-3 days, which is tough. So congratulations, brother. Hope it works out for you, man. And peace and prosperity, man. Live your peace and chase your happiness, dog. And so far, I do see more coverage from my second transplant. It looks less spaced out, and it's looking pretty good. It's not even brushed right now. So, but yeah, that's what I would say with that. BC Bossman, BHC, Boswell, sorry. I'm late to the party. Laugh out loud. I got mine a month ago at Ashley. How often should I be oiling my hair? I be feeling like I be doing it too much. All right. So you want to wait about a month to 2 months till you oil your hair and probably just do it once a day for the first month. Let your hair adjust to it because this is new. Firstly, your scalp is trying to heal. So you want to make sure you're using the right oils and the right ingredients. Right here. And secondary to that, congratulations. You got into Ashley before they raised the prices. But nah, you can't really be doing it too much as long as it's not more than like twice a day. If it's anything more than twice a day, then relax yourself. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise to that, 1 to 2 times a day is good. But for the first month, I would say just wean yourself on. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise to that, take your sip. All right. Oh, that's dope, man. Y'all talking to each other. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Icy says, have you ever had a coworker lie to you? Wait, have you ever had a coworker lie on you to your boss? How did you deal with it? If so, what happened? Yo, that's what I'm talking about. We don't gotta just talk about that. That's a crazy question. Nah, I've never had that.
Yeah.
I had that? Who?
The lady.
You talking about my staff? What they do?
The lady that was
My nephew said it happened. I be coming home and venting, so.
I think you was supposed to call somebody because she was arguing with somebody over the phone.
Oh, okay. I managed staff, and I think my staff member, was arguing with one of her clients, and I called the client, and the client tells me all of this negativity, and then it wasn't on staff, but anyway, I go back to my staff, and she's like, "Oh, I never did that, X, Y, Z," and then she escalates it up to my manager. Crazy sticky situation. Ultimately, the best thing you could do in any work environment, I'll say this, bro. Get clear your mind and never act on impulse, because corporate America and America generally doesn't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. It doesn't matter where you're from, your ethnic background, doesn't matter. If you're placed in that situation, you never want to give up your right. You want to be right. If you're right, be right. But always keep your calm and your poise. You know, that's what they'll remember you for. The moment you lose your poise, lose your calm, you're automatically wrong, even if you were right. So myself being, you know, a black man in America working in corporate America, I can't go too crazy. I can't raise my voice past a certain point. I can't use the depth of my voice while I'm at work. I have to talk in my, you know, my work voice, which kind of sounds a little bit like this. You know, it's like, but that's how you have to work the system. I can't be at work like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't do that. I can't. That's not, you're gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? So basically, keep your calm, keep your poise. Great ass question, bro. Great ass question. Calm and poise, and stay consistent in your nature at work. So they expect nothing but who you are. You know what I'm saying? What's your email, bro? Premium C. Good Life Joe 92 at gmail.com. Good Life Joe 92 at gmail.com. Manual Blue. Getting my transplant May 22nd. Can't wait. Hey, congrats, bro. Congrats. I hope it works out for you, man. Hope it works out for you. PJ said, especially when people could snatch that bitch off. He talking about the hair units. Facts. I mean, no one touching me like that. If anybody touching me like that, even if I got regular hair, it's a fight. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could get your shit snatched the fuck off with a hair unit. But it should no one should be doing that. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? Why do people feel so crazy about getting a hair transplant? It's your natural hair getting moved from to the front, from the back. It's something you've seen. It's something you've already had. It's natural. It's your hair. Yeah. It's nothing fake. Yeah. Yeah, just be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it's a scary. It's far fetched, especially in my community and where I'm from. It's like it's nothing that it's like, oh yeah, people get hair transplant all day. It's same thing like Botox and stuff. Maybe if you're from Cali, it's regular, but if you're from like, you know, Wisconsin, they're probably not doing that. They're probably not getting ass shots. They're probably not getting BBLs out there. Whatever it is, like the general consensus to where you're from, you just have to, you know, maybe for that person, they haven't seen it like that. Um, and that's the main reason why I want to just create, you know, good energy, good vibes, and you know, a space where we could talk comfortably. Cause you know, I'll be honest, I didn't have that. You know, people were doing it, but they were like shy. I'm not shy, so for me, I just want to share, you know, and people coming after, they may still be shy, but I just want to share a space where we could just talk. You feel me? Would you consider starting a business catering to people who face hair loss issues? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So right, you know what I mean? I already started, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? But I'm small right now. I'm starting small. You know, you gotta take baby steps. But for sure I would. Definitely positive speaking, self affirmations, and you know, like emotional courses. I would definitely like do public speaking. I would definitely do like diet and body training as far as like weights and you know staying active. There's like a ton of things that contribute to hair loss. And then of course like hair restorations like transplants and you know getting hair units, SMP, stuff like that. So big picture, great ass idea, PJ. So we gotta start small. But hell yeah, man. If you got ideas, man, hit my email. Shit. Never know. Manual Blue. Does the hair in the donor area grow back in full or no? No. So the hair that's taken at that follicular unit does not grow back in the back anymore. It's transferred to the front. So that hair is gone. The hope is that they take it in such a good pattern from the donor area that the surrounding hair can grow over it and conceal it so it looks like the back of your hair is untouched. But that's a good question. That's a good question. If I ever see the Norwood Reaper on the streets, I'm taking him out. Yo, that's funny, bro. That's funny. The Rainmaker. That's funny. So we at the end of the drink, and we actually kept up. I kept up with the questions this time. Last time, yeah, I couldn't keep up with the questions. I ain't gonna front. But man, this was dope. I'll read the last one here. How far was it from the airport? More dates, more fiber. What's up, bro? I'll be seeing you in the comments too, man. Good to see you. Like the video up. Make sure you got a drink or take a drink. We headed out now, but for sure, for sure. And they answered your question. It was about 10, 20, 25 minutes. If you're in traffic, it was like 40 minutes, though. Somebody said 45 minutes. I don't know where they took you, bro. Maybe you went. I don't know. It was wild close for me. I don't know why. Maybe you went during traffic. I came in like in the morning, so I didn't really have traffic going. Yeah, somebody just said that too. Counted for the traffic. Yeah, man. All right, bros, man. It was good talking, man. Good sipping. We could do this again. Probably another couple weeks. Woo! I'm a little soused. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? But hey, man, y'all have a great weekend, man. Nothing but positive vibes, forward thinking, and good energy on this channel, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Oh shit! Somebody asked a question. Goddamn. what was month 2, 3, 4 looking like for you, man? I got a YouTube channel. Go to Good Life Joe. But nah. Month 2, recovering the hair. He deleted the. He retracted the message. Nah, Cedric, I'm answering it. Month 2, all of this is kind of bold. Month 3, start seeing baby hairs. Month 4, went to the clinic and got a PRP shot. This is my first transplant. With Zerring. My hair started growing in. 6, 7, 8 started booming. But the first couple of months, you just kind of look a little weird. King Mac, I got you, bro. No problem, dog. We're gonna talk. Hey, man, y'all stay up. Appreciate the love. We got 31 likes. We got 34 people, man. That's how it's supposed to be. We're a family. Make sure y'all taking y'all vitamins. You know what I'm saying? Get your biotin, your collagen, your vitamin C, your vitamin D. And make sure you're working out 2 to 3 times a week, getting 2 to 3 liters of agua. All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace. What was the name of the hospital? I went to Ashley Tarkin. B Fitness. I went to Ashley Tarkin, bro. No hospital, just the clinic. Oh, I could type it in. Let me type something real quick. Facts. That's dope. That's dope. See, if I do it on my phone, I can't type in the messages on my phone. But if I that's why I have my phone and my laptop open. So, yo, Philly, hit my email, bro. Hit my email. I'm about to get off this, bro. Philly Muhammad, hit my email. goodlifejoe92@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do this live again. I'm gonna probably do a live, probably like once a month or every 2 to 3 weeks. I think it's good. We just out here answering questions, drinking a little something. You know what I'm saying? Hit my email address, goodlifejoe92. Take it easy, bro. Gmail.com. Gmail.